Explain more about the effect of color management. Okay. Now, things to remember, if you're doing graphics for the web, okay, your color management here, if you click on color management here, and a dialog box will show up, okay, make sure in the settings here, put it to optimize for the web and click OK. You notice that the blue is different now. And if you go to the scroll bar here with all the colors, the blue became different. Okay, that's because when you're working in graphics for the web, you're not really talking about CMYK. You're not printing it, but you're just making graphics for the monitor, for the browser. So that's the thing that you have to remember when you're printing stuff. Like say, for example, I want this to be printed on a on a poster. Okay, make sure you go to Tools, click on Color Management, and check. There are two things that you have to do there. I mean, if you're doing it for desktop printing, which is those uh, portable printers, not large format uh, printer, those inkjet printers. So click on desktop printing. If I click on this, let's see if the blue becomes different, and then I'll click OK. So optimize for desktop printing, and let's see. There. Notice the blue change. It's not that bright blue anymore. So those are the things that you have to remember. And also, if you notice, let's go into the picture here. Okay, I'm looking, my color settings now is, I'll just zoom in more. My color setting now is, let me check, is output for desktop printer, right? Color management. Okay, now if I change it to optimize for the web, see it changes right away to RGB because RGB is for the monitor and not for printing, and CMYK is for printing. And I'll click OK here. I don't know if you've noticed anything, but if you click on optimize for the web, the colors would be richer. Means to say it's good for the monitor, it's good for viewing for the internet. Okay, because what Corel does, Corel doesn't fool the the graphics people that okay, I'm gonna print this one, so the printer would print exactly the same as this one. No, actually it's not. There's no software or printer yet that can match what will you see in the monitor, so it's really off. Okay, so that's why Corel has this color management. So if you're just make sure if you're doing posters for printing, make sure you click on these two options here. I mean, any of these two options could be optimized for desktop printing, your portable printer, or optimized for professional output if you're going to send the file to a printer. So if I click on professional output and then click OK, see the color mode changes. Instead of RGB, which is the web, it goes to CMYK because C is for cyan, M magenta, Y is for yellow, and K is for black, and then click OK. And if you notice, the picture now would not be as rich as the one for the web, because this one just shows that when it's printed, it's going to be like this. It's not going to be really rich and rich in color. Okay. Now let's go back here. So my mode now is in output for professional, color for professional output. So I'm giving this to a printer, so use that color. And you notice here in the slider, it has a real color, like real life colors, not like bright blue or things like that. Now thing to remember too, this is also handy. This if you click on this icon here, it expands all the colors, right? So you can pick colors here. And another technique too, if you press any of the swatches, say for example I want this, okay, this orange one. If I press that for 2 seconds, and you'll see there are more options in here, more colors in here. So I can just click on that color. Okay, let's make a box first. I'm gonna make a box like that. Okay, I'm gonna put a fill on that. So for the orange, I'm gonna expand this one, expand, and then say I'm gonna choose this one, autumn orange. I'll press it for 2 seconds, then I have some, then you can choose any color from that. So this means to say these are the related colors. Click there. There you go. Now, of course, there's also another option where to go to pick a color. You should go to your fill color here, fill tool. So the first one is fill color dialog. So click on that, and this one will show up. Now, since I'm doing for professional output or for printing, not for the web, this one becomes, the model becomes CMYK, which is C for cyan, M for magenta, Y is for yellow, and K is for black. Now, these numbers are percentage, like 2% of cyan, 50% of magenta, 69 of yellow, and K for black. Now, if I want to make it darker, so I'm going to add some black on it. So if I'm going to put 5 here, okay, and I click somewhere there. Okay, see, this is my old color and this is my new color now. Okay, I'll make it 10%. Click. See, that's my new color and this is my old color. So you can adjust your color in here, or what you can do, see this box here? You can click and drag it wherever you want to go. Okay. See the new color here? It changes. And the values changes here too. And then you click OK. Then it changes. Now, of course, when you want to do a fill that has gradient, you go to this fill dialog box and you go to the second one, which is fountain fill. And then for the fountain fill, you have an option to do linear, radial, okay? So you've got a small preview there, conical, square. Okay, if I'm going to linear here, I also have an option to change the angle. See, if I make this 90 degrees, the gradient goes up. Okay, if I go minus 90 degrees, it goes down. Or you click inside this square and then you click and drag. Okay, click and hold it and drag. Then you can change the angle of the fountain fill, and you can just click OK. See, the fountain fill changed. Now you can also customize the fountain fill if you want. Okay, I'm going to click on this object and go to my fountain fill dialog box, and I'm going to have this here. If I click on custom here, now I have this swatch here. It means to say, okay, I have this brown, light brown going to white, and here's my preview. I'll just make this 0. Okay, so that's the angle. Okay, 0 angle. Okay, now if I click here, double click, okay, and double click here too, and another here too, I have an option to color one triangle. So for example here, I click on that and it becomes black. So it means to say that's the active color. I can change it to say orange. Click on this triangle, okay, make it blue. And see this one, you have a preview of what you're getting. Click on this, let's say I make it white. Okay, then you can also adjust it by clicking on it and you can move it left to right. Okay, and if I'm happy with that, I just click OK. And there you have your fill. Now they also CorelDRAW has also have a preset. If you click on this preset here, you're going to see lots of preset. You know, you can experiment on all those fills, all those graduating fills. So if I want to make it gold plated, see you got gold plated there, and I click OK. There's my gold plated